And as you come to sit down, take a moment to just come into your mat and into your practice. I'm going to take my feet and let them separate. I'll bring my left foot in first and my right foot in front. And as I just shift a little bit from my right hip to my left hip, I'm just inviting my body to come present onto my mat and into this moment. And when I'm coming still, I'll put my left elbow and forearm down on my left thigh and let my right hand rest at my right knee and just take a long deep breath. And begin to invite your breath into your practice, into each action and movement. Could you let those right fingers come to the right shoulder and possibly lengthen long and just take this long stretch. And gently release. Right hand's going to come on the floor behind me. My left hand's just going to hold on to my shin. And the only thing I'll do is lengthen up. And again, feel that connection into your physical body. You're sitting upon the hips and you're lengthening the crown of the head skyward. Let your eyes look right. Just let your head turn right. And when I'm coming center, I'll keep my right hand where it is, but I'll move my left hand to my right knee. And again, lengthen and lift up. This time move your ribs, your shoulders, your head to turn and look right. And then gently unwind. Let your hands come in front of you. Could you just inch those hands forward, walking them out in front, softening your shoulders away from your ears, and just breathe in. And as you hear, can you start to get a sense of movement with breath? So that as I inhale, it actually causes some very subtle movement or release into my shoulders, through my rib cage, all the way down to my abdomen and hips. I'm receiving my inhalation and I'm releasing my exhalation. And then let the hands walk back in. And I'll just let those legs release. And I'm going to stretch them out nice and long for a moment. And again, I'm just shifting easily right to left. And I'll sit down with my hands and fingers either side of me. And tailbone to the earth, crown of the head to the sky, and a breath. And I'm bending my knees in, I'm going to separate my legs, and it's my right foot coming in first, and then my left foot in the front. And I'll bring my right elbow and forearm down onto my right thigh, left hand's at my left knee, and I'm just going to lengthen my trunk for a moment. And again, just take a breath, and feel yourself on your two hips. And if the left hand come to the shoulder, could that left arm lengthen and stretch away. And as I gently come up, my left hand's on the floor behind me. My right hand's holding on to my left shin. I'll just lengthen and lift up my trunk, and at first just feel the connection of being long. And invite your body to grow just a quarter of an inch longer, taller. Let your eyes look left and your head turn left. And then coming back to neutral and keeping the left hand where it is, right hand's over my right knee, to my left knee. Lengthen and lift up, let your whole body rotate left. Beautiful. And then gently release. Let those hands just inch out. Walk them out slowly, easily, letting them come forward in a way that it should be at ease. Just feeling an easy stretch through the low back. And invite the breath to move down the spinal column, feeling that the breath can ease away tension in the shoulders and ribs, but especially soothe the lower back and hips. And gently the hands walk back in and the legs go out nice and long for a moment. Again, I'm going to shift right to left, and I'd like to just kind of scoop back the flesh in the belly. Almost feel as if I'm pulling my leggings up towards my waistline. And then gently come in center. Press your palms down onto their respective thighs and lengthen, lengthen, lengthen the trunk. Let your eyes look right, your head turn right to take a breath. And then come in center, let the head go left. And then as you come center, just relax the feet and we'll transition on to hands and knees and actually forearms and knees. Looking down onto my elbows and forearms, elbows and shoulders are aligned in a gentle cat and cow. Inhale, letting the tailbone tilt up, but especially the breastbone, and then exhale, pulling in the breastbone, tucking under the tailbone. Go with 3 of them. And as you finish this third and final one, really round through the body, get the tailbone tucked under, and slowly let the body lengthen out and transition hands and knees. Same thing, cat and cow. Inhale, tilt and lift, and exhale, tuck under and round. Let yourself gaze forward slowly and easily, and then gaze inward. Last one. And as you come neutral, take a moment, let the edges of the big toes touch, hips to feet. Let's just focus on the ribs. I'm going to put down my forearms to keep my upper body lifted a bit. That it's my ribs onto my thigh bones, and it's my hips on my heels. And just breathe easily there for a moment. And keep your right forearm on the floor, right hand. Let your left fingers just really easily walk over to the left, and let your eyes just gaze towards that left hand. And then the left elbow forearm come in, let the right hand inch out, and just let your eyes look right. So you have this sense of lengthening, looking, gazing in specific direction with specific intention. And then let that come center. I'm going to move very gently, but let my left hand come back towards my hip. And again, I'm just inviting this forward fold. You might find that at this point, you put your head on a block, or maybe your forehead could rest on your right hand as a small fist. Still think about the hips being heavy to the feet, and the ribs heavy to the thigh bone. And then let the left hand change places with the right, and the right hand going back towards my ankle and down. Just a light, easy fold. One side of the body might move more easily than the other. And then here I'll bring both hands in. They can both be fists. There could be one hand flat, one hand fist, your choice. But let yourself be in this soft child's pose. And begin to notice the breath. Receiving the inhalation and releasing the exhalation. And then slowly come up to hands and knees. It'll be the eye of the needle, but I'm starting with 3 small movements. Right hand, could you just reach a little bit left of you and come center. Reach a little bit farther, drawing in the navel, moving the ribs and the head, and come center. Last time, eye of the needle, right arm under left. Rest on the right shoulder, right side of the head. Let's push the left palm to the mat and just feel this easy stretch. And just as I did seated, I use my one hand to be like a buttress to help me have this easy rotation. And gently unwind, right hand's on the floor. Here I go with my left hand. It just crosses right a bit and comes center. Crosses right, comes center. Could you take it under so you come into the eye of the needle on the left shoulder, left side of the head, but pressing the end of the right palm for support. And then gently unwind, and I'm going to be on my right hand this time. And then again, I make it small. My left hand's moving, but this time to my left and to center. Could it go a little bit farther and come center? Could it open straight out to my side? Nice long body line. Can you find length there? Think about the top of the shoulder softening and melting down from the ear. Let the left hand reach by the left hip. Let the left hand and arm lengthen and stretch forward. And take your time extending the long arm. And let the hips come to the feet. Just let that left hand come down to the floor so I have a lengthening stretch in my child's pose. I'll let my right hand either make a fist and a pillow, and maybe I can flatten my forehead down. Please make it comfortable for you. And then again, I'm going to slowly ease up. Here goes my right hand, a little bit right, and come center, a little bit more right, and come center. Can it reach out long to my right side? And I'm keeping my trunk long. I'll move that right hand in and reach it back to my hip, trying to touch the wall behind me. And then gently bending at the elbow, slowly sliding that right arm long and out in front. Letting the hips come down onto the feet, right hand reaching long and tall, left hand can be a pillow. And then slowly transitioning up, hands and knees. Let's think about the outsides of our shoulders broadening away from our ears. We'll curl under our toes and lift off our shins. Take a breath. And as you exhale, gently pull back into a downward dog. Take your time, you might bend and straighten one knee and then the other. Nice easy breath, return to the knees, left hand's on the mat, right arm threads under, eye of the needle. Channel transition up, left hand under right, eye of the needle. Back to hands and knees, broad through the shoulders, broad with the shoulder blades, toes curl, knees and shins lift. Again, just really invite the breath, receiving the inhalation, releasing the exhalation, downward facing dog. Final time to the knees, stay on the left hand, thread the right arm under in the eye of the needle. Healing up the transition, left arm under, eye of the needle. Transition to hands and knees, broadening the outside shoulders and the shoulder blades, curling the toes, lifting the shins. Deep breath, downward facing dog. As you gently release down, take a child's pose, your choice. You like the hands to be by your hips, stacked for your forehead, or up nice and long, completely your choice. And then ease yourself out. You come with elbows and forearms, inch back the knees, then curl under the feet. Lift off the knees and the shins. Your shoulder blades are slightly drawn inward. Make one of your legs your strong standing and stable leg. I chose my right. Left foot lifts 3 times. 2 times. Last one. As I put it down, I'll lower my knees, head to pop up to make a plank. Strong on the hands. First broad with the shoulders as you take out the feet, and then feel the shoulder blades slightly drop down the back. Let the knees come to the mat. Lift off the shins. Toes are curled. Take a breath. Receive your inhalation. Release the exhalation. Downward facing dog. Again, let's be strong. I'll keep that same right leg. You might have chosen the other. I've got my left leg lifts 3 times. 1 up. 2 up. And then 3. Bring both feet down onto the floor, and again, really focus on your downward dog. Can you feel the sole of the right foot to the floor? Come down to the knees, onto the forearms again. Inch back the knees. Toes curl. Legs lift. So you have to have a new leg, being your strong one, and the opposite foot leg lifts up 3 times. 2. Final 1. Both feet down. Can you find strength, stability through the body? And as you exhale, lower the knees, come up to the hands. Broaden the shoulders for a moment, ease out the feet, and then lightly draw the shoulder blades inward and downward. Knees to the mat. Curl the feet again. Lift off the shin bones. Take a breath. Downward dog. Okay, so it was my left leg on this side that's been my strong leg. Just when certain you have a new movement, it's the right leg for me. Up and down 3 times. And when it comes down, find your downward dog. Relax the knees, come into that child's pose. Receive the inhalation, release the exhalation. And then just slowly walk out the hands. You're going to come into a sphinx. Legs go long. Stretch the legs long. Hands under shoulders. Come onto the elbows and forearms, tops of the shoulders away from the ears. I'm going to flex my right foot. Take the right heel to the back 3 times. And then have that foot come down. Relax the foot. Can you lengthen the leg? Find length through the right side of the body, pressing into the right forearm in particular. Flex the left foot, heel to back 3 times. And when the foot releases down, lengthen that leg. Strong to the left forearm, finding length. Modified cobra. Lower the trunk. Remember that the arms open into diamond shape. My thumbs touch, my elbows open to the side. As I inhale, I very gently draw up my nose, my face, and my shoulders. I can go just as high, or I can press into my hands and gently straighten the arms, drawing more of the body up. Tops of the shoulders, soften down from the ears as we lengthen, breathe, and hold. Lengthen and lower the trunk. Let your hands come wide, wider than the shoulders, let the knees bend up, and just gently push up and back, taking your favorite child's pose. As you inhale, rise up, hands and knees, right at the shoulders to start, curl the toes, downward dog. Rolling over the toes, coming into a plank. Again, make it strong for you. Shoulder blades slightly drawing in and down the back. I could slowly bend at my elbows and lower my entire trunk to the floor, or I could lower my knees and inch myself down. Please choose. Hands under shoulders, elbows into us. Gently drop the trunk to be in that sphinx. As you're here, shoulders away from the ears, lengthening the neck. Let your eyes look right and your head turn right. And come center, lengthen to go left. Beautiful. And then again, as you come center, lengthen the trunk to lower. It's a modified cobra, arms in a diamond shape. Taking a breath, the pubic bone drops to the mat, the tip of the nose and the face rising. You can gently press into those hands, letting the arms straighten, shoulders soften away from the ears. Feel that everything's lifting. The navel lifts up from the pubic bone. The breastbone lifts up from the navel. The chin lifts up from that breastbone. And can your eyes just gently gaze forward. And then lengthen that body, come back down. Again, I'll let my knees bend up, my hands wide, gentle push up. And I'll stop on hands and knees, using my blocks to take my right foot forward into a runner's lunge. Left toes curl under behind us. And the blocks can just give us gentle support right underneath the shoulders. I'm gonna lengthen my ribs, bend my right knee, and rest my ribs on my right thigh. Just take a nice easy breath here. Could your hips possibly come up and your ribs stay attached to your right thigh bone? And inhale, lunge 1, gaze forward. And exhale, straighten 2, folding in. Inhale, gaze outward 3. And exhale, gaze inward 4. Inhale 5. And exhale 6. Inhale 7. Exhale 8. And come back to that runner's lunge. Just hold it for a few moments. Feel nice and strong. However you've positioned yourself. Shoulders soft and away from the ears. Neck is long and comfortable. Now just gently ease down left knee, right knee. Take the left foot forward. Again, you're creating this easy lunge. Lengthen the ribs, put them on the left thigh bone. And then try to keep the ribs with the thigh bone as you straighten the leg. Inhale, gazing forward and out 1. And exhale, gazing inward 2. Inhale, gazing outward 3. And exhale, gazing inward 4. Again, focus on the receiving of the breath and the releasing of the breath. And come into that runner's lunge, just nice and long and strong. Think about your leg being prepared for movement. I'll ease down on my knees. I'm taking 1 downward facing dog. And my knees can soften. I'm going to walk my hands to meet my feet. And I'm transitioning into the standing forward fold. Let's spread the toes. Run your fingers from the small toe along that outside edge of the foot to the outer heel. And really feel that part of the foot firm and established, grounded to your mat. Run your fingers from the big toes to the inside of the heel. Feel that connection, and then let your fingers and hands come to the arches of the feet and really reinforce that you have a lifted arch. Knees are soft. Dropping in through the navel, very gently roll up. At the top, just again, soft and easy, relax the shoulders. Feel the shoulders melt down from the ears. Head and neck can be long. Take a breath, lengthen the neck, and let your head turn right. Lengthen the neck as you bring it center. Let the head turn left. Let the head come to neutral. We will lengthen but fold downward. And then lengthen to lift up. And as the head comes neutral, let your arms meet your side, palms facing forward to Dasana Mountain. Scoop the arms out and up just to the shoulder line as you inhale. Exhale, palms together at the heart. Soften and straighten the legs 3 times. Just 1, 2, 3. Lead with the tailbone, draw back into chair pose with Uttanasana. And as you inhale, stand tall to mountain. And with the arms scoot just halfway up, inhaling. Exhaling, palms to the heart 3 times, softening the knees. 1, 2, 3. Taking a deep breath, draw back, Uttanasana chair. If you'd like to let your arms rise up, please do so, but be at ease in your neck and shoulders. And as you inhale, return to mountain, arms at your side, palms facing forward. Next inhalation, arms come partway up. Exhale, palms to heart, let those knees soften and straighten. 3. And then lead back with the tailbone, openness in the chair. If you'd like, let the arms be either low or high. Create your shape for a chair. And as I'm here, I'm really pressing into the outer edges of my feet, and I want to feel that my inner thighs are active. Bring hands to the thigh bones and fold, forward bend. Gazing pose. Inhale, lengthen the trunk, gazing forward. Exhale, draw on the navel to gaze inward. Now soft knees as I inhale and drawing the trunk up. Stop into Tadasana, arms dropped at my side, shoulders relaxed. Scoot out, inhale up. Let the pubic bone go forward, try to touch the wall behind you. Exhale, fold down the front of you into the forward bend. Gazing pose, inhale, looking out in front of you. Exhale, gazing within you. Soft knees rolling skyward. Soft shoulders at the top. Tadasana mountain. Scoot, inhale, reaching back behind you. Exhale, lengthen and folding forward and down, keeping the arms close to the body frame. Inhale, gazing forward. Exhale, gazing inward. Rolling back. Exhaling at the top, Tadasana mountain. Inhale, lengthen, scoot, reach to the wall behind. Exhale, lengthen and fold, forward bend. Final time, gazing forward, inhale, stay there, walk those hands out, and extend long into up plank. Now I can simply rotate to my left from here, or I can lower my right knee, cross my left leg to the right, and then reach to open left. Your choice. Breathe and hold. Float back. Your choice. From the plank, you can rotate right, or be on your left knee, right foot back, open and reach. Nice, easy breath. I'm back to my plank. Lift up through the navel, maybe walking the feet a little bit, but downward facing dog. Let those hands walk back to meet the feet. And just for a moment, release, relax the shoulders. Let your trunk relax, head, neck, and shoulders at ease. And again, receive the inhalation. And release the exhalation. Soft knees, inhale to roll up. At the top, just relax those shoulders. I'll stand wide, feet on my mat. My toes are going to turn out as if I were in a dance class. Let the knees soften and slightly draw back your hips. Keep that right arm long and straight. Maybe push into the right thigh a little bit and drop your right shoulder looking towards the left foot or the left side of your room. And come neutral. Left hand pushes left thigh. Long arm is long. Rotate looking right. Coming easy into neutral, press into your feet, lengthen the trunk, find tone in the abdomen, come up to neutral, scoop the arms, inhale, just partway up, Exhale, palms to heart, can those knees soften, tailbone tilting back slightly. Beautiful, next breath, inhale, come up. As you exhale, cross left arm over right, hold, fold, or clasp. Shoulders soften away from the ears. Press strongly into your feet, especially the outer edges of them. 3 times. 3. Could you sit a wee bit lower? A wee bit lower. A wee bit lower. Beautiful. Press into the outer edges of the feet. As you inhale, come part way out. And just exhale, palms into the heart. Halfway out. Right over left. Holding, folding, clasping, shoulders soft. Beautiful. Taking a breath. 3 times again. Small bit lower. A little bit lower. Last one. And again, always working with the pose that speaks to you today, making it smaller or bigger as it suits. Hands to the thighs. Again, keep that right arm straight. You're dropping the right shoulder towards your left. And come center, keep the left arm straight. Gently dropping the left shoulder. And as you turn to neutral, find your abdominal tone. Abdomen in. Come on up. Here's my left foot, neutral or parallel, and my right foot trimming open. My right toes are going to that right wall. My right thigh, my right foot, big toe, parallel to the wall in front. My right heel is aligned to the arch of my foot. I'll let my knee bend and hold. I'm trying to bring my right thigh parallel to the floor and at 90 degrees with my right leg. You can inhale the arm only halfway up, that right arm. And turn the palm down, lengthen, stretch, and reach. Left arm halfway. Palm down, and let your eyes use right. Warrior 2. And gently release my arms. Could you lengthen? And I have the mic right here, so it's going to be a little hard for me. But lengthen the torso long and over to the right. Hand that left arm, ease long, side angle pose. Beautiful, and breathe with it. I'm going to keep pressing my right arm and my right thigh together as I breathe. Gently release and come center. Both feet are parallel for a moment. Take it soft and easy. Knees bend, my hands are to my thigh bones. A little bit different this time. Could you let the right arm drop and release, make a small circle, and then reverse the circle. Right hand on the right thigh. Let the left arm drop and circle. And reverse. And then both hands on the thighs. Again, find your abdominal tone. You could roll up or lengthen and lift up, but you can spin. Left foot. Okay. Toes straight onto that wall. Left heel aligned to the arch of the right foot. Let the left knee bend. Possibly. Can we get the left thigh bone to be parallel to the floor? Scoop down that left arm, let it come up, palm down. Scoop out the right, palm down. Let your eyes look left, warrior 2. Here we go, hands down, lengthen your trunk, you lengthen your left arm's inside, right arm out and over. Again, make this comfortable for you, but let the left arm push into the left thigh, so there's a little bit of dynamic tension there to help give stability and support. Hands come down, I'll lengthen, come up, make feet on neutral, and again, soft knees as you gently fold forward. I want this to be comfortable, but I'm going to lift up the toes in the right foot and then the right heel, and the toes and the heel. So I could keep my hands on my thighs, I could put my hands on the blocks in front of me and go 9, 8, 7, 6. And then put the foot down, same thing, left. It could be heel toe. I could keep my weight on my thighs or let my hands rest to the block. It's 9, 8, 7, 6. Gently put it down, let your trunk lengthen. And I am putting hands to block. So I really want to feel that my right heel up to my right hip is a straight line and my hips aren't going to move. Same thing, left heel up to the left hip. Hips are going to stay still. My trunk will lengthen to come forward and my hands will reach forward, not my hips. My hips are staying where they are as my hands and fingers lengthen into a forward stretch. Let your hands walk back through center. And I maybe heel and toe in 1 or 2 times. Press to the feet. Are your arches lifted? Soft knees to roll up. And at the top, just really gently relax those shoulders. Again, I'm going to step in the mountain, but if you could, edges of the big toes touching so we have a narrow space. Scoot down, inhale up, and exhale, palms to the heart. Right elbow, inhale, open, and come to center. Inhale, open. Can you go a little bigger each time? Inhale up. Beautiful. And centered, hold. Take a breath. Shoulders are soft. Left elbow. Inhale to open. Exhale to close. And one side may have a little more mobility than the other. Again, each time inviting a little bit more movement. Come in the center, back to the palms. Inhale. As you exhale, let those arms lengthen forward 3 times. Inhale the right arm, 1. And bring it back to center. Right arm again, 2. Maybe it gets a little bigger. And right arm final time, 3. Beautiful. Come to center, palms to the heart. Just take a breath. As you exhale, soft shoulders, arms go out. Left arm, inhale. Then exhale again. 2 sides of the body may be very different or very similar. Just invite the movement. Now when you come center, palms come to heart. Could you take the left hand behind the back? Reach out the right, just once. Lengthen, rotate left, and hold. As you inhale, unwind and release. Right hand, left arm, lengthen, and around to your right, and just breathe and hold. And gently release. I'll take my right hand to my face, and my right hand's gonna run from my chin up to my jawline, and it just kind of tilts my head left a little bit. Left hand comes over to the right ear and just invites a little bit more of a stretch as I drop my right arm to my right side. And I'll keep my head and my left palm together and just gently let my head come into my left hand and release and lengthen. Okay, with the microphone on, it's harder for me to move, but my left hand's at my chin. It's sliding up my jaw, and my right ear's going over to my right shoulder. My right hand comes over to assist it, and my left hand dropped free. And then slowly keep the right hand with your head and let them both come centered. And just soften to release, relaxing the shoulders. We'll come to lie down on the back, both knees bent, both feet on the floor. And just very comfortable as you come to lie down. I have a strap right with me. My feet will be on the ground with my knees bent. Pose of awareness. And then I'll focus first at the space between my navel and my pubic bone. And I'm actually going to put my one hand in that space between the navel and the pubic bone. And could you just let that part of the body drop into you? Think about it sinking to the floor like an anchor. I'm going to keep one of my hands there, reminding me to anchor there. Let the other hand come to the breastbone and feel that at that space too, that part of my body drops into me and anchors me to the earth. And keeping that anchor downward, could you lift up the right heel and then lift up the right foot, but everything will stay neutral and balanced. Put the right foot down. Anchors, left heel, left knee up, everything stays neutral. And releasing. Put the right ankle up onto the left thigh and invite your right knee to open, but keep your anchor points. Right foot down, left ankle, right thigh. Again, focus on your points as anchors. Let that left foot come down. Right ankle, left thigh. Now I will let my hands release and take my left foot off the ground in the eye of the needle. I can make the eye of the needle with my hands behind my left thigh or my right arm thread under my right leg, left hand on top. But I can also keep my hands at my two ankle points. What speaks to you this afternoon? Gently release. Left foot comes down, right foot comes down. Left ankle, left thigh. Now again, remember, we all have a choice. It's what's speaking to you today. I do focus first with my anchors. And then could I lift off my right foot? I could stay with my ankle points. I could hold behind my right thigh. Or I could thread left arm under left leg, right hand on top. Choose what speaks to you. And then gently easy on right foot and left foot. And I'm just going to reach for my strap. And then let the right leg go up to the sky. And then same thing as the quad. And as I take a stretch, I could let just one of my hands hold the strap and let the other hand just remind my ankle points to be into the mat. Or I could hold both straps, one in the right hand, one side in the left. Choose what suits for you. And receive the inhalation, release the exhalation. Changing right foot down, left foot coming into the strap. Left leg skyward. Set yourself up to be at ease. And as you breathe, invite the body to become quiet and still in repose. And as the body becomes more quiet and still, mind will follow. Release. Let both legs lengthen and stretch out with your arms dropped at your side, palms facing side. Feel how the body can truly soften and sink into the mat with your hips, with your ribs and chest, shoulders. Feel the arms and the legs heavy. And then feel the back of the skull releasing to the floor as well. With the next breath, just slowly slide the right foot onto the mat, and then the left. Returning pose of awareness for a moment. As you work with the breath, let it scan through the body, taking in slow, deep breaths. Allow your awareness to flow with the breath, maybe noticing how it feels at this moment in time now. Let the palms come together and begin to just massage them a bit, as if cleansing the hands. And then let them rub together quickly to generate some warmth or heat into the palms. And then once your palms are nice and warm, let them rest over your eyes, so that the warmth in the hands release any tension in the eyes. Also, you have a sense that if your eyes opened, you'd be looking at yourself, you'd be looking within. So keep the gaze very soft, maybe the eyes just slightly closed, and let the hands slide down to the heart center. And invite your gaze to come within your heart. So that as you take a moment to look within your heart, you can behold your own true essence. Honor and celebrate yourself in gratitude. Namaste. Please take your time. You can linger. You can stay exactly where you are at home. You might feel like hugging knees to chest or resting to one side. There might be a pose that still speaks to you. But please know that the time and space are yours, and I invite you to move slowly. Be mindful of what you need at this moment in time. And thank you.